Please be seated. Good morning. Welcome to the Dorchester 2 Summer Commencement Exercises. My name is Karen Radcliffe, and I'm the Executive Director of Secondary Education. It's an honor to be a part of this celebration this morning. This celebration would not be possible without the individuals sitting on this stage. Our Dorchester District 2 Board of Trustees, Ms. Gail Hughes, our chairman. Ms. Tanya Robinson. I'd like to recognize our district office administration, Mr. Joe Pye, our superintendent. Ms. Julie Cornarens, assistant superintendent. Dr. Glenn Huggins, assistant superintendent. Ms. Camilla Pinkney, our assistant director of high schools. I'd like to introduce our school administrators. Mr. Tripp Aldridge, our principal at Fort Dorchester High School. Mr. Kenny Farrell, principal at Somerville High School. Ms. Brooke Matthews, principal at Ashley Ridge High School. Ms. Callie Neal and Mr. A.J. Glover, our summer school administrators at Somerville High School. Mr. Jason Palmer and Ms. Emily Duplantis, summer school administrators at Fort Dorchester High School. And Ms. Ebony Summers Fogel, summer school administrator at Ashley Ridge High School. The supportive, student-focused leadership displayed by our district and our school leaders is always going to be key to our student achievement in Dorchester District 2. Our administrative teams, our counselors, and our teachers at our high schools are constantly looking for successful options for all of our students. Today is as much a celebration for them as it is for the seniors. Will our school administrators, our counselors, and our teachers please stand to be recognized, and thank you for all that you do. Parents and family members, congratulations to you today. It truly does take a village to take care of our young people, and we appreciate all the support that you have given to your student. We thank you, so please stand, parents, family members. Members of the class of 2021, today I want to talk about building your house. I promise you it is very brief. I always like a good story to help make my point. The story begins with an older carpenter. He was ready to retire. He told his employer, the contractor, of his plans to leave the house building business and live a more leisurely life with his family, enjoying every day. He would miss the paycheck, but he needed to retire. They could get by. The contractor was sorry to see his good worker go, and he asked if he could build just one more house as a personal favor. The carpenter said yes. But in time, it was easy to see that his heart was not in his work. He resorted to shoddy workmanship, and he used inferior materials. It was an unfortunate way to end a dedicated and good career. When the carpenter finished his work, the employer came to inspect the house. He handed the front door key to the carpenter. "This is your house," he said. "It is my gift to you for your many years of hard work." The carpenter was shocked. What a shame. If he had only known that he was building his own house, he would have done it all so differently. So it is with us. We build our own houses. We build our own lives a day at a time, often putting less than our best into our building. Then with a shock, we realize that we have to live in the house that we have built. If we could do it over, we'd do it much differently. But we can't go back. The thing that you guys need to realize is that you are the carpenter. Each day you hammer a nail, you place a board, you build a wall. Life is a do-it-yourself project. Your attitudes and your choices you make today will build the house that you live in tomorrow. So I tell you today, build wisely. Build the very best house that you can. You'll live in it for a lifetime. I want each of you to take full advantage of the talents and the intelligence that has been afforded to you. Now is your time. Live your life and be the absolute best person that you possibly can be. Build a beautiful home. Best wishes and God bless. Congratulations.
All right. We're supposed to turn the sheet to my part of the speech here. I don't want to give hers all over again. That's kind of funny, wouldn't it? Y'all have a good laugh with that. I would be upset greatly. It's such a pleasure to be here today as school superintendent for Dorchester District 2. I can't even remember all the graduation ceremonies that I have participated in, and it's the highlight of what my job is about. That's watching our students come to four-year-old kindergarten and progress on up to through high school and graduate and be able to move on in their lives, knowing that they're prepared and they can reach for the stars and have their dreams and make them come true. So it's an honor for me to be here today. As I prepared this message today, I couldn't help but reflect upon the last 15 months and how difficult and different things have been for each of us, individually and collectively, within our homes, our schools, places of business, our communities, and around the world. We've been isolated and distanced like never before, socially, emotionally, physically. We had to rely on technology more than ever before to keep us connected, to use FaceTime, Teams, and Zoom to learn and see one another. But we also reconnected like never before with our family, our friends, and even strangers, and are indebted to the unselfish people who continue to work and give to each of us, selling us things that we need, making us food to eat, and yes, continuing to teach us so we could learn, whether it was from our homes or our schools. We've been tested and retested, and not just for COVID-19. Our patience, our determination, our resolve, and our fortitude have all been put to the test. These last 15 months have been very tough on all of us. The saying is true, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Your parents, teachers, administrators, each of you are tough, and you have kept going, and we appreciate that so much. And through it all, we've been changed. At times, we saw bad things happening around us, and that changed us, and yet we also saw the very best in people, and that changed us too. We've all been changed, hopefully for the better, perhaps in the smallest way, but hopefully in ways that made us stronger and better people. Graduates, you are surrounded by tough, unselfish, and good people who just keep going and doing, and doing and doing, giving and giving, changing and changing for you. Let's take a moment to thank the parents, teachers, administrators, our friends, everyone here who have given you those opportunities. Let's give them a round of applause. Well, you have also kept changing and doing and going the extra mile to do what is necessary to finish the race. Today, you're finishing that race. And it's been a race, hasn't it? Especially this last month. I know you've been on a whirlwind to try to get to this finish line. And I'm so glad that you were determined and kept your pace. And now here we are in this very beautiful auditorium to celebrate you and your hard work. As we celebrate, I want to share a story with you. Years ago, 20th century anthropologist Margaret Mead was asked what she considered to be the first sign of civilization in a culture. Clay pots, tools for hunting or building, rare coins or jewelry, religious artifacts? No. Margaret Mead said that the first evidence of civilization was in fact a 15,000-year-old fractured femur found in an archaeological site. This particular bone had not only been broken, but it had been healed. As you well know, the femur is the longest bone in the body, the upper leg bone linking one's hip to the knee. But any broken bone takes rest, time, and some type of intervention and adequate care to heal. Mead explained that in the animal kingdom, if an animal breaks its leg, it cannot run from danger. It cannot hunt for food or water. It often becomes the prey of other animals, and eventually the animal dies from lack of nourishment or under attack from another animal. Creatures in the wild simply cannot survive a broken leg long enough for the bone to heal. But that unearthed ancient broken and healed femur was evidence that another person took time to stay with the person who had fallen, bind up the wound, carry the person to safety, and tend to them through recovery, a sign she believed was a true beginning of civilization, which the dictionary defines as the stage of human social and cultural development and organization that's considered most advanced. You see, it's not clay pots, coins, tools, or even technology that makes us advanced. It is caring people taking care of each other. Graduates, you have reached this milestone with much time, effort, and care. It's time for you to leave the safety of your homes and your school. Whether you plan to further your education by going to college, serve our country by joining one of our military service branches, or begin your career by entering the workforce. As you take your next steps and continue your journey in this present civilization, I want to challenge you. Sometimes things break and bad things happen, often without a moment's notice or warning, such as this pandemic we had, whether a personal or family tragedy or the worldwide pandemic itself. But there will be people to help you and care for you along the way. Continue to ask questions and learn. Don't let education become a thing of the past, but use the knowledge you've gained in the classroom and continue to be lifelong learners. Change is inevitable. Be flexible and adapt. Find the balance between tradition and innovation. See opportunities instead of obstacles. Don't be ordinary, be extraordinary. Use your time, your talents and skills, your resources, your passion to help yourself, but more importantly, use them to help others. Make a positive difference in the lives of your family members, your friends, and those who you have yet to meet in your encounter of life's journey. Stay with those who have fallen. Bind up their wounds. Carry them and their burdens. Mead went on to say, helping someone else through difficulty is where civilization started. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world, for indeed that's all who ever have. So go from here, high school graduates. Be thoughtful, be committed, and change the world. Yours, mine, and ours for a better and brighter tomorrow. Congratulations.
On behalf of our graduates, please respect the right of each graduate's name to be heard by their parents, relatives, and friends. Thank you for your cooperation in making this a special occasion for every graduate. Ashley Ridge High School graduates: Braylon Turner Bryan, Taylor Nicole Carlton, Caitlin Paige Farmer, Shelby Lee Lennon, Marjanae Denasia Tyjay Scott, Brianna Mary Smith. Congratulations to our Ashley Ridge graduates. For Dorchester High School graduates: Anton Maurice Hayward, Christian Storm Smith. Congratulations to our Fort Dorchester graduates. Somerville High School graduates: Aubrey Celeste Buckingham, Brooke Elizabeth Fries, Stephanie Garcia, Kaysen Joseph Oxborough. Congratulations to our Somerville High School graduates. It is now my duty as a high school administrator in Dorchester District 2, and on behalf of the summer school faculty and staff, to certify to Mr. Pye, Superintendent of Schools, and to the Board of Trustees that these seniors have fulfilled all state and local requirements to earn a high school diploma. Mr. Pye, it is my recommendation that all members of the class of 2021 be accepted as duly qualified. Sorry.
I changed it up on you. As superintendent and on behalf of the Dorchester School District 2 Board of Trustees and the state of South Carolina, I certify that all of the candidates for the South Carolina High School Diploma have met all graduation requirements. Therefore, I proudly accept these students as graduates of the class of 2021. Congratulations.
Students, I have seen you all frustrated and tired and sometimes to the point of tears this summer. But this summer I saw you persevere. You pushed past the obstacles in your way, many of them in school and many of them outside of school, and you did it. You fought for yourselves and you fought for your education, and now I believe that you can do anything you set your mind to. My wish for you all is that when times get hard in your future, you think back to these last 5 weeks and how you fought for yourself. This was no easy task, but you did it.
Hi, my name is Jason Palmer, and I had the privilege to work with our Fort Dorchester graduates this summer. Congratulations to each of our graduates. This is a huge accomplishment for all of you. As you celebrate this day, I wanted to help you place this moment in perspective. Think of your life as a series of beginnings, not endings. Take this graduation ceremony, for example. We don't call it a termination ceremony. We call it a commencement ceremony, which means this should be the start of something new for each of you. Let today be a new chapter in your story. My hope is that for many of you, this is just the start of furthering your education, finding your future career, pursuing your passions, and following your dreams. Let this new season lead you to discovering your purpose and your calling in life. Finally, my challenge to each of you is to wake up every day and look at it as a new beginning. A chance to be a better version of yourself than you were the day before. Always look to keep improving. Let the perseverance and determination that led you here today be the force that drives you to greater future success. Congratulations, graduates. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I am Ebony Summers-Fogel, and I had the pleasure of working at Ashley Ridge. I get nervous when I speak to important people, so I tend to start with a dad joke, okay? So humor me. How does a hamburger introduce his wife? Meet Patty. Y'all got it. I knew this was a smart crowd. Good morning, graduates. We are so proud of you and your accomplishments. Many of us have watched you grow the last few years, and it has been a pleasure getting to know you and assisting any way that we can. As you go out beyond graduation to whatever path you have chosen, I was trying to think about what I could say to you, and I thought about a family I heard about a while back, the Tater family. And some of you may have heard about the Tater family before, but for those of you who haven't, you're in for a treat. First, you have a spectator. Thus, the person that's always hanging back and watching what everybody else does. You can watch people getting jobs or promotions or doing things that you would like to do or have. You can be on social media thinking, oh, this person's life is so much better than mine, but it's not. You just have to stop being a spectator and get out and do it for yourself. Another tater is a commentator. They don't want to do anything to help, they just want to talk about it, and they usually have negative things to say. My mom always says that what people say about you is ultimately none of your business. You have to do what you have to do and not worry about the commentators in your life. The next tater is a hesitator. Those taters are always talking about what they're going to do, but then they never get around to doing it. There are some things that the time is never right for. It's not the right time for me to go back to school. It's not the right time for me to get married or have a baby. But the time is never right until you get started. And the next thing you know, if you had just gotten started, you would have been finished a long time ago. I think to myself, when I was your age, this might tell my age, don't do the math, okay? That if I had started saving $50 a month when I was 18, that I'd have an account somewhere hidden from my husband with about $14,000 plus interest. You can think, I'm not ready to start school. Maybe you're not ready to do it full time, but take one class at a time. Don't hesitate. Another tater is an agitator. They are always looking to cause problems, and don't let those agitators get to you. They're usually jealous of what you have or who you are or your purpose in life. Don't let them get you into trouble and cause you to lose everything. Have your own mind and be your own person. And that goes into the last tater, the imitator. Those are the people that act like something they're not. And I'm sure you've encountered a few in your life. You are uniquely you. And the world is a better place because each of you is in it. We are blessed for having crossed paths with you. And so I'll end by saying, be your own person, forge your own path, work for the life that you want, do good in the world, take care of yourself, take care of others, appreciate your support system, and if you don't have one, build your own. Congratulations. I'm going to ask Mr. Palmer and Ms. Neal to join me up here, graduating class of 2021. It is the time to turn your tassel. We are honored to introduce you to the graduating class of 2021. Graduates, at this time, please stand to process out of the auditorium, and all graduates can be met in the lobby area. Have a wonderful day, and again, congratulations, graduates.